guys. All right, I thought I would turn the camera on while I got ready today. I was gonna do a favorites video, just like, you know, these are my favorites. And I'm always like, okay, well, most of the things I'm gonna talk about are things that I wanna use, right? So I thought I'm just gonna do my makeup while I talk to you guys today. Okay, I'm gonna link everything that I'm wearing. This is that tube dress that I had in kind of like the reverse color where it was like more white. And I told you guys that I got it in this color too. It just came in, it's so cute. This one had less size availability, but the other one, which is just as good, it's like basically the same thing, is fully stocked. And it's similar to the black one that I showed in the last video, but like the solid black. The striped ones I think are a little more like they stay put a little better. The black one's great too. But this is just one of those dresses you can like wear with flip-flops to the grocery store or dress at, okay? All right, so what I wanted to do today, I'm gonna do this back a little so I can get my sunscreen on, okay? My little clips from my hair. You guys, the way that I'm doing my makeup is very much like, okay, y'all know, I don't do different tutorials every single week with makeup that I'm not wearing. I'm doing exactly what I'm doing, what I do all the time. And I think that over the last like several years, trends have changed, products have changed, we've evolved, we've gotten like smarter with things. And I just feel like we realize now like that sometimes I don't want to say sometimes, but it's better for skin to look like skin. You can have the most breakout prone skin on the planet. I've had really bad, you know, we've gone through it together over the years. Hormonal stuff. I mean, I've just been through it all. I am so breakout prone. I've found products that work amazing. This SPF, okay, we're gonna really deep dive into these products. But you can have really natural looking makeup, not set, not powdered to heck and back, which you use all these nice like moisturizers and like skincare is all like, I don't say having a moment, but people are really like, I'm gonna use really nourishing skincare, but then you're like powdering yourself to heck and back and like using these really, you know, what are you putting on your makeup during the day, you know? The skin or the makeup is important and it can look really nice. I don't like to smear on my under eye cream, so I just kind of like pat it. And you can get a better effect, okay? Skin looks better when it has a hint of not a shine or like a greasiness, but a skin effect. Skin isn't normally matte and powdered, you know what I mean? It makes you look younger, makes you look juicy, makes the skin look better. You get more compliments on your skin, okay? Okay, so I got that. So I'm gonna put these down a little. These little clips, you see people using them and you're like, what? I got these, well, similar ones to these, but I kind of fell in love with these types of clips. Years ago, I was at the Chanel counter, like trolling for freebies as I do. And she was like, here, take these. These are the best, okay? And I got similar ones on Amazon. They're not all created equal. These are the ones that are completely coated in rubber. They're nice. Okay, I really just wanted to talk about the makeup. We do these get ready with me sometimes, and I'm talking about this, that, the other. Okay, you guys get a lot of that every week on my podcast. You get a lot of personal, like, kind of trash TV stuff, you know, pop culture stuff. We're not talking about that today. I'm talking about makeup. Okay, I really want to deep dive into so many beauty things. You guys, okay, so this is such a great base. I love my liquid foundations, all that. But this is what I've been doing lately. I've been using my Merit Stick Foundation, and this is the Kosas Dream Beam Comfy Smooth Sunscreen SPF 40. I'm not like a sunscreen, like just slap it on all the time. I will break the heck out, but this will not, okay? And it had a bit of a tint to it. You see it has like a little bit of a sheen, makes your skin feel nice and comfortable. Very like moisturized, love it. I need a towel. Okay. I kind of moved my mirror around today and I think this is gonna be, and I'm still here with my drawer. I think this is gonna be a better angle to film makeup videos. Great, okay, the pollen is pollinating, so disregard. Okay, here's what I do. I don't really use brushes for foundation. I really just love my good old blender, my pawpaw sponge. We use the Prada one, I reviewed that. I mean, it's a sponge. I like the shape of it, but a sponge is a sponge. They're not gonna last forever. And these pop-off sponges, you can get so many for like less than the price of one beauty blender. But you dampen it really well. And I think it just gives you such a better finish than smearing around with a brush. No matter what kind of brush is soaking up your product. This won't because it's already dampened. So it doesn't absorb, even if you use liquid foundation. So I really love this stick. I use the shade Linen, and I'll link to everything that I'm using. But the best thing about this, and I have one in my purse too for touch-ups. So I'm gonna put a little bit more there for I have some discoloration, like melasma tint stuff. It's kind of not kicking right now, but it's still there a little. It's just the best, and it really is the most beautiful foundation. So I kind of focus it in the center of my face, okay, first. And the best thing too about this stuff, the Merit products, which I'm gonna use so many of their products in this video, they will not break you out. I went on a deep dive on sticks, on, you know, like the bronzing sticks, contour sticks. They say a good 98% have coconut oil. It clogs, you know, clogs your pores if you're prone to that. Oh my gosh, those dipsticks just broke me to high hell and back out. Okay, does that make sense? And then, but this won't. I've used these like all really long term. Okay, so my issues have a little bit of darkness there. Now you go back and then you address your, like where you'd put a concealer. I always put a little on my brow bone, maybe in those inner corners. Got some little leftover there from some stuff, and a little bit of darkness there. And then you just go back, and it just layers and blends like a dream. And it really does stay put throughout the day. And again, like I'll show you a product that I really do like if you love a setting powder, and I'll show you how I use this without powdering my whole face. But again, like I always say, like you can spend all this money and oh, I'm so concerned about, you know, the finish of a foundation and what it does and this and that. And then you put setting powder over it. And I'm like, well, you might as well have just not used anything at all, or just used literally anything at all, because what does your foundation even matter? You know what I mean? So I love this because it's not so like, it doesn't leave your face like sticky or anything. It actually stays put, but it's a like satin finish. You know what I mean? It's not shiny. It's not like dewy or gross. It's actually just looks like skin, like healthy skin. And I love that you can just use this kind of fearlessly, knowing that it will not break you out, okay? All this Merit stuff has no pore clogging ingredients. It's just fun. And then you feel like lighter, right? Like I didn't put a lot of, or pumps of foundation on a sponge, which I do love liquid foundation, and I go back and forth. But this is light, and it's really great for summertime. So, okay, this combo is amazing, right? This is great just for every day in the summertime, or everyday period. You can layer a liquid over it, but this combined with this over it is just perfection. Okay, so start with this, centers of your face, redness, right? Blend out, kind of get the first layer, then correct like discoloration, if you have like any breakouts left over, like marks from old breakouts, all that. I was gonna say good stuff, but it's not. And then you can do one final step, because again, this is just, it's so lightweight, and it's just so much less makeup than putting on a foundation, like a liquid. Then you can go back if you want a little something extra. Most days I don't do this. If you just want, okay, let me just hit the highlights, you know what I mean? I'm gonna like put it in areas where you might want a little lift, okay? Kind of just like starts off everything like really flawlessly and pretty, and everything just really layers beautifully over this too. And I know I've raved about this a lot, but again, take it with you. For touch-ups, it is the best product ever. This product from a recent video, this under eye corrector, this is a miracle. Okay, there's so many of those Instagram ads that are feeding you things that are like, you know, concealer, you know, don't use under eye concealer, but use this concealer. You know, what it is it's just the formula. I do think that for me, I'm gonna be 40 in a few months. your skin does get very different, even if it's in very good shape. I can't put on a lot of typical like liquid concealers because they'll crease, you know, you see the creases. It's not about setting it. If you put setting powder on that or try to bake, you're gonna look like the Sahara. You are going to look cracky and craggy rather than creasy. I mean, which do you want, okay? Either not great, but what I found is if you use a really good under eye cream, I'll link to everything that I used. Use your under eye cream, whatever, prep your skin. But the concealer shouldn't be a product that like really sets. I like something very emollient, and I feel that these last so much better than like a product that might even set. So I bought a few things recently, okay? These are more under eye correctors. This is the one from the Walmart video, this Lottie. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Now, also Ole Henriksen makes these sticks. If you are prone to very like hereditary dark circles, really dark circles, okay, I'm not talking about what I got, this ain't, okay. Then you can use like the orange or the red. They make an orange and red corrector like this, which a lot of brands don't, so check that out. But the point of this is you use it under a concealer, like you use this then your concealer. It has vitamin C, it's the same exact color, and initially provides the exact same correction. But this one trips me up because you can't wear it on its own. You have to layer another concealer over it. And I find the layering isn't always great, but this is a good corrector, but I'm still on the fence about it. It's almost like a thing where I'm like, should I return this? I don't know. But this, okay, this is amazing. This is all you need. So I use a smaller little blender sponge. You can use the same one that you did. Dampen it. You could use a brush, but use so much of this. I love it so much. Okay, so you put a little on and you dab it on inner corners, right, where you got the darkness. Get most of it off of your sponge here and in the outer corners. And then whatever's left, just kind of dab in this area. And this is reflective. It's beautiful. It does not accentuate any imperfections in like texture or fine lines. This is beautiful. And a lot of times I don't get it way up under the eye, so I kind of like where those little lines are. I kind of wipe it off of that area, you know what I mean, a little bit. But this doesn't even crease like that. This is good. And you think it would, but I feel like we were just all brainwashed to think like, oh, if something's very, you know, emollient or creamy, it's just gonna slide right off. Some of them will, but some of them won't. That's why you got me, because I'm showing you the good stuff. Okay, this is so nice. This is all I've been doing to my under eye. I don't use any other concealer. I'll try to find this little sponge. I don't think it was a Beauty Blender brand. I've had it forever and I just really love it. I just wash it and just keep it moving, right? But it's good. To go back to that Prada makeup sponge, I think that was the last makeup video that well, one of the last ones. It was good. I really love the shape of it. But a sponge is sponge, you guys. I mean, it has the good bounce to it and everything, but it ain't gonna last forever. So do you want to spend a lot on a Prada one or on a Beauty Blender? Or do you just want to buy like a whole bag of these? I'll link to those, okay? But I just want to let y'all know the truth to all these things. It's a great sponge, but again, you can look at it and figure out, do I want to spend money on this? And I can't help you with that. You gotta, you know, make your own decisions with that. But I would kind of go with the pop-off sponges. They're so good. I'll link to what you need, okay? I just love this stuff. And it would be, I mean, even better if you have like, if you're 20 or if you have younger skin, but like, you know, if you're like me and you're noticing some differences in your skin and some changes, this is so good. It would be so perfect for like mature eyes. Get yourself out of your old mindset. Sometimes maybe try to break a habit, you know, and try something new, you know, if that wouldn't have normally been a product that you used. But that is one of the best finds. And if you did not watch that video, you missed out, because I also found my new favorite liquid foundation in that one too. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the sticks. We've all seen the thumbnails, the photos of let's just draw it on. That's gonna wipe off what's underneath it, and then you have to blend it out. I just like to put it where I need it. This is the best, again, made by that same Merit brand. I take this exact brush, I will link to it, it's amazing. But any little fluffy brush like this, and get it like that. Don't draw on your face. You're gonna get much better result, and then you're not smearing off everything beneath it. And my God, please don't like draw all the colors on at once and smear them all together. You're wasting so much makeup. Okay, let's just do this. Put it where you need it. Okay, so kind of like in a contouring area, but at the same time, it's giving your face dimension. It's giving you some life. I'll blend the rest of that later. I'm just gonna get some over here. and it's going on more sheer. So it's layering on your products so much better, okay? And then we're not drawing on the nose and doing it. But we'll fix it in a minute, okay? But just pack it on your nose, okay? We're gonna fix this, don't worry about it, but this is what you wanna do. You don't wanna cover this area a lot with the bronzer or with your contour. This is all like an all-in-one, but you just kind of blend it. I'm kind of liking this camera angle, you guys. I feel like this is working. I just took my makeup mirror and kind of shifted it, so I've still got my, okay, I like the light's better. So the big window isn't like hitting me from one side, it's like reflecting off the mirror. Okay, do you care? And then, forehead, just like that. And you know, I mean, I know there's so many things we do to reinvent the wheel. Put the concealer here, not here anymore. Put this here, not there anymore. And it's just like, sometimes you just have to do what works, okay? And that's what we're doing. Is my hair in my armpit? Oh, you're good in my armpit. Okay. Not hair on my armpit. You feel me? My hair got it. My armpit ate my hair. Okay. I'm making it worse. Okay. And then I take a little bit and I put it on my brow bone. My gosh, I cannot wait to show you guys this new eyeshadow. I had a lot of new good stuff. But so far, these things are, you've seen some of these things before, right? I've got some new stuff, but this is all good. Okay, now go like that. So you kind of get on your cheeks a little because we want it to be more sun-kissed. Take your foundation brush, because we want that, and blend it out a little. Because I think sometimes it looks too harsh if you just do it here and then it's like white there. I like it to look like a natural sun-kissed effect. So I really am into that, okay. And then, you don't want to put the same amount here, okay? Because we don't want to accentuate that we've like mismatched our foundation and our jawline. I see so many people do that. A light amount under the jaw, okay? Just right under the jaw. Sometimes I see people like drawing it here and then it looks like you've got a line, like a makeup line, like your face makeup's too dark, which I cannot stand. Who can, okay? Put a little bit there. And whatever's left on your brush, put on your jawline, just so that this natural bronze color appears somewhere else on your face. It's not like a mask up here and then pale, or like a totally different color down there. Whatever's left on your brush, like blend on your jawline. They're tearing up the road on my street. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Okay. All right, so that's that. I will link to this, the color that I use. It is so good. It just like livens up your face. It gives you some life. So easy. And then I use the blush with a blush brush. Again, I don't draw it on. This is a great color. You're seeing kind of the almost like sunburned effect. People are just putting so much blush and then they layer their foundation over it and then they add more blush. I'm like, don't do that. You guys, I know we always have to come up with something new, but no, we don't. Just do what works, okay? Put this on here. Put it kind of right over where you did the bronzer, but a little higher. And then I like to bring it in a little further than usual. That's kind of what I like to do in the summertime, because then it looks more natural. And then on the sides of your nose, because again, the blush shouldn't be just appearing here. It's a natural flush of your face. It's gonna be other places. And then instead of do not put the blush in the center of your forehead, put it right above the arch of your eyebrow on each side. This is such a good, I was gonna say cute. It is cute effect. And then you don't have to apply separate, like, oh, now let me draw more like light color. No, it's just naturally there. And that looks lighter and it looks flattering. Okay, and then, gosh, I really like that blush so much. I'll put all my shades and everything. And again, same brand, so these products will not break you out. And my face feels good. Like, it doesn't feel like I have layers of product on. Take your foundation sponge and you can go back now and blend, because if you use any of these to blend, you're just going to be blending more of the color that you just used. Go back and you can kind of go around, make sure that you got everything looking cute, and really good. Now, before I do my eyes, I take this powder. This is the Laura Mercier, the talc-free. That's key, okay? Setting powders, they're oil-free, they're this or they're that. When you do start your skin, whether you're dry, oily, whatever you have natural, like secrete your skin naturally, has like oil, whatever. It'll create a paste and a plug in your pores, and then you wonder, why am I breaking out? It could be your powder. Talc is what causes that. Get something talc free. Talc will break you out, and it's in everything. And in powder products. This is talc free and it's beautiful. And I use like a finishing brush like this. I'm not packing this on with a sponge. I literally get like a wisp of this. And I just do that. Now, my under eye still looks shiny, not shiny, but it still looks glowy, pretty. This is just gonna keep things from sticking. And I do feel like it kind of feels nice, you know? I just kind of, but I don't keep dipping and powdering. I don't really ever even put it on my forehead. I just have been doing that and I like it. Oh my gosh, this peptide lip balm is so much better than like the Rhode and okay, we'll talk about that. It's like kind of a buzzed about thing, right? Like you go to find like peptide lip balms and they're all sold out. And I'm like, cause you know, when like a celebrity endorses something, great products, whatever, but it kind of things become viral and it's like now people are all about the peptide lip balms like the Rhode and oh my gosh, that one's so good. I'll just go ahead and use a little because I have been using this like with a lip liner as my main color, but I think I'm gonna use something else. But whether I use this as my main thing or not, I always like to put a little. It's the Hydropeptide Lip Butter Shea and Avocado by Nude Sticks. And the exact one that I got, I didn't know, but it came with a full size, which I haven't used this, Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in Belle. A really pretty color. But again, I haven't used that yet, but I just wanted to show you. So I'm gonna put a little bit on just to keep my lips looking nice. Now this stuff has a slight mintiness to it. It will fill all the lines in your lips and give you a slight plumping effect with no like warm tingle. It's just like a fresh, cooling tingle, which I like. Okay, what's going on? What are we doing? Okay, eyes. Now, this is a new product. I have not used too much, but we're gonna use it so I can show you. It's these Ilia chromatic eye tints. But on the daily, this is what I do. I'll just show you these. Oh my gosh, this mid-century color. If you didn't grab this a long time ago, this is the best. It's again by Merit. This is the best eyeshadow brush ever. It's literally the only thing that I use. It's just fluffy. I just put it in there, and from my line to my crease, it is easy, you guys. And then I run it along my lower lash line. But I really wanted to show you guys this today. I'll link to that as well because I just think that's such a great product. So this is in the shade Fresco and it's just the most beautiful, like bronzy, one of those just one color eyeshadows. I do not have time for, and I'm over it. I'm over the like palettes and blending powders. I'm like, what is that doing? I've said that for years, but I'm just not a fan of all that, you know? It's too fussy, too much, doesn't even look that great. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't look great, but I'm saying like you can get the same effect with something else. So this is cool because it kind of gives you that like liquid eyeshadow effect or a cream eyeshadow effect, but it does set a little more. So for the summer months, like hot, sweaty, you might find this is better if you are like me and you really like your stick and cream products. But you find maybe, you know, when the weather heats up, you want something that's gonna maybe like set a little more, but give you that same effect. That's what this does. So I really like this. It comes in a bunch of colors, but this is the only one that I have. I didn't want to go nuts. All the colors look beautiful, and I had the hardest time choosing that one. But I think I made a good decision. It's very similar. I'm not done blending that yet, so don't be alarmed. It's very similar to this, which is the Bobbi Brown. Oh, that's taupe. But the one that's like the golden bronze, it's this almost the same color that you just, it's like a one and done, the golden bronze, put it all over type of vibe. This is so pretty though. But again, I really love the finish of these. They wear really long. It says it's a liquid powder. See, it's already kind of set, nothing comes off, but it stays blendable. And then I take whatever's left on my brush. You kind of saw me do that. And this is my biggest tip, like especially for aging eyes. Don't get too light and bright with that under eye area. Sure, in your circles, yes, but like right on your lower eyelid where you're prone to like lines and stuff, put a natural brown color there, or a color that's a little darker than your skin tone, and it will camouflage all those little fine lines and just make it look nicer. Not that you're trying to cover them up, but it's just more flattering. And I think it gives you kind of like a sexier, like pretty eye effect. And I just really, really love, love, love. So far away, I can't tell what I'm doing. Oh, you guys, my eyesight is not great. My mom always like joked as she got older, she's like, I can't even see you do my makeup because I have to like put my glasses on and put it on. So I'm like looking at myself far away and I'm like, this looks great. Does it? So easy peasy, you guys. Just don't go so like crazy with eyeshadow. You can get such a great effect with just like minimal products. And these are so good. Okay, so I want to get the brown one next. I started off with the Jungle color, which is like a pretty green. Wearable though. I don't like to buy a lot of that like weird, you know, I don't like to buy a bunch of crazy colored makeup. I just want things, because I want things to look flattering. And a lot of times all that does not. It's pretty and artistic, but I like my eyes to look a certain way. But these are all done in beautiful colors that will still give you that flattering effect. So the Jungle, the Fog, which is a light gray. These are Longwear eyeliner sticks. They're a little chubbier. I ended up getting the black. This is the Panther. And I love these so much. I do have a similar product that's in brown. That's like an old Chanel eye stick that I've been using. Do you guys remember these? The eyeshadow liner Kohl, and this is the Rouge Noir. It's like a dark brown, but I'm like itching to get the dark brown in this because I really on the daily do brown. It has a sharpener. I know I was a little concerned about that when we first talked about it because I couldn't find the sharpener, but because it wasn't pulling out, but if you just pull out really hard, it has a sharpener on the end. And I just lined my eyes. I'm not super careful about it, and I'll show you why in a second. I just don't like a harsh line, and I really don't even think like harsh wings, I don't say aren't flattering, but I just don't, I'm not into it. I like to smudge out the color in the direction of a wing because it mimics a lift of like lashes, and like kind of brings up your eye shape. But I just do not like seeing a harsh line. I never have. I've always kind of tried to smudge out my liner. I don't mind on other people. Well, that's a lie. Okay. I'm trying to get myself in trouble. Okay, so I just do that. And then I take an eyeshadow brush, basic flat eyeshadow brush, and blend it out. Just like you're packing on eyeshadow in that same area. Just go back and forth. You're not smudging like that. You're just going like this, and it really is such a blendable, beautiful pencil. I can't see shit. But it gives you like a softness. Like, isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Okay, so it's a blendable pencil, but it will be like super long wearing after a few minutes. Like it really sets, but it stays blendable for a few minutes, which is really, really nice. So on that area where I've kind of done the lift, I just kind of use that color to kind of create that dark outer corner eyeshadow color without having to add more eyeshadow or a darker eyeshadow color, you know what I mean? And then you can take your brush that you use for the eyeshadow and blend right over it. As you already looks like I've put on mascara and I haven't, because the color just blends so softly. I like dark eyeshadow. I like a smoky, beautiful eye. I just don't want to see the harsh line of the product. So eyeliner, it's one of my favorite makeup products. I think you can do like the most with it. Like it's the most impact, but I'm just really picky about it. Like I just don't want, I know I'm not a big fan of the harsh line. You can obviously tell I use something, but I just don't want to see the line. I don't want to see the harsh line on the edge. Okay, I'm gonna shut up about eyeliner. But y'all feel me. Right, did I blend that one out? It's good. I always have the hardest time blending them on camera, like the same, always, since the beginning, because one of my eyes is like, all of our eyes are slightly different, but when I blend this one, I shut my eyes, and when I blend this one, I leave my eye open. So I try to leave this one open. Because if you shut one and open one, you get like kind of a different effect, and sometimes I can really tell on camera. This is a good brush. I've had it since the beginning of time. And just dusts off little speckles. And it's just what I'm thinking of right now, so I'm just gonna repeat myself. But I just, you know, I'm always just gonna show you guys what I feel looks good. I'm not trying to do like trendy or, you know, oh, you have to apply your blush this way or your eyeliner this way because this is the new way to do it because it's like something new to show. I just always want to show you guys what I feel looks good. Okay, I'm gonna do my mascara in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, whatever, let's just go ahead and do it. This is so good. I love so many different mascaras, but I have really been into these lately. It's the Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil, and there's also another one that I have that's just like, I don't know, it's the regular Grand Lash mascara, but the one that says Grand Drama, I mean, both are good, okay? Both are real good. I've been using this for a long time and it hasn't gotten clumpy and gross. Okay, now watch. It is just, okay. I know I got good lashes, but dang. I really, really like this, and it keeps them like conditioned when it stays on all day, no flaking, no like smudging or transferring. But I will tell you, when you rinse this off at the end of the day, it's not like you're going to war with your lashes to like remove it, so it's not like damaging. It's just beautiful. So I do feel like it's really like lash loving. It keeps them soft. And I do use my Revitalash serum, which I'll link to, but I feel like in the last couple months of using this, I feel like, I don't know, my lashes have looked real good. They look thicker. So I don't know if this is like actually helping the growth, which I know that's what this brand has. Like the Grand Lash has like serums, oh, and stuff. And the castor oil and all that good stuff, I feel is, there's something to it, you know? Okay, and then always I put mascara on my lower lashes. Again, that's gonna really help like that lower area where you have fine lines look good. Okay, I have a fuzz. Oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. Oh my gosh, don't sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze. What is that? What is that? What is that? I can't see it. My allergies, I'm like just on high alert. Like everything is feeling crazy. Okay, then my favorite brow pencil. This is just a great brow pencil. It's $3, you guys. I've also been using that, the Revlon. It's a semi-permanent brow ink. That's real good. But I'm just using this because, I don't know, it's my favorite. Never say never. I'll never buy another brow pencil. That's a lie. You know I will. But you don't need to. It's like, this is $3 and it's probably my most repurchased brow product. And I did, okay, so a couple weeks ago I took y'all with me. I got Botox. So it's really kicked in now. And really it's just the skin smooth, but you can move, ooh, pretty faces. So you can do everything. And I could put more in there, or not in there, but more in places where you can't squint as much. But I like to still have movement. You can totally have all your movement, but just no fine lines. It just is for your skin texture. So don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. And I say that all the time because I fully used to think it was something it was not. Go figure. Isn't that always the way before you actually try something or really, you know, focus on what it actually is. Sometimes we're a little judgy. I'm the judgiest, okay? Do you guys remember? I always was like, I'll never get lip filler because it's gonna never work with my lips. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about, okay? I was just seeing some scary stuff and making my own assumptions. Am I talking to myself right now? Who am I talking to? Okay, Tiffany, stop rambling about, okay. This is the best brow gel. It's fluffy, it's soft. It doesn't, like, see, it just makes it look soft and filled without looking like glue or like clumpy. You guys know. It's the 80s brow gel in brown. Okay. And then, what's he missing? Oh, my lips, okay. So I've used this peptide lip balm most days. This is just what I do. So you know, I'll just leave that. But I'm gonna blot just a little bit of it so it's still very much there. And then I'm gonna line my lips. This is such a good lip liner. It's the Nude Vanilla by Beauty Pie. Oh, and it's just a nice natural color. I'm gonna fill in this edge. That's what I always do. I don't go all the way to the outer. You don't wanna go ever to this corner. I just kind of go in before I get to that corner and start feathering it in. A little up the middle. And, sorry, my memory card started squawking at me. I was like, girl, stop. You talk too much. Okay. These are so amazing. I had the pink marshmallow and used the whole thing. It's just the colorless one. They're the Lawless Forget the Filler lip balms. And then they came out with the colors, okay? Any plumping, or not even plumping, but just any like tinted lip balms like these that have a hint of pink or a hint of anything, they all look like your lips are chapped. They all just oxidize into the same color. These do not. They are so beautiful. The Cupid is my favorite. That's the one that I talk about all the time. I showed this one called Baby Doll, which is a little more pink. Cupid's a little more like mauvey purpley. Is that right? Yeah. But I wanted one that was a little more nude that I could just throw on every day. And this color called Whisper is so perfect. So it's kind of like a lip balm lipstick. This is the key. Merit makes a color that we've talked about. It's called Cava. That is very similar to this. Doesn't break you out, has good ingredients. I've gone through 2 sticks of this. It is the Chanel Sculpting Stick. And I love this one. I mean, I don't know. I can't pick between the two because they are almost identical. But I don't know. I just use this one for years. I really love it. Again, oh, this is such a great brush. It's a Merit brush too. And I do not wipe this over my makeup. I just put a little on a brush and start here and go around. Used to, I would just kind of stop it here. I go all the way to the top now of my cheekbones. I just think it's kind of cute for the summertime. And a little more if you want, but it just gives you a pretty sheen. And I didn't do this step. I don't do this all the time, but since, you know, let's just go for it. I will take this, which is a great concealer. This is my second stick of this. I've used these for a long time. This is the Secret Camouflage, and I use the shade 0.5. It's very light, and the reason I use this very light shade is because I kind of use it as not a highlighter, like a sheen like this. Like this gives your skin that effect, okay? Like glowy, no makeup skin, okay? That's what you want. This is a lighter color. One end is brightening and it has a bit of a sheen, not much. And then one end is a corrector, which I feel is a little lighter. You can't tell a difference. I mean, I don't know. I wish they would just mix the two together and just do one product that is, because I never know which end to use. It's just all the flippin' same. But it's just the brightener is a little, or the illuminator, the brightening side is a little more sheer, I feel. You make a heart on the tip of your nose. Because again, I didn't like draw on contour. I just literally used my bronzer contour stick and just put it all over my nose to kind of, you know, blend it in. And then you add the lightness after the fact with this little heart, and then just do, sometimes I'll do this. And usually I'll do this step before my highlighter, but you know. And then I'll take a little here. Ideal to do this before you do like your lashes and stuff, but just a little to kind of like pinch it in a little there. Okay, then you blend it with the end of your foundation brush. Again, ideal to do this maybe not right at the end, but I was gonna do this just to kind of show you because it's just an extra step, and since we're filming this today, I thought, well, let's just show all the extra steps. So it's kind of cute, right? Can do a little here on the edges. It's kind of cute for your lips, and especially like if anything gets kind of smeary right there with your lip liner. That's a nice thing to do at the very, very end. So guys, that's it. You could do setting spray, whatever you want to do. I'm not doing any of that today. I'm just going. They're nice. They keep your hair back without them creasing. And that's just what I've been doing. I feel like it's beautiful for any time of year, but like, you know, a little bit of a bronzy look, which is what I kind of like most of the time anyways. And one more thing, I don't know, I just, after wearing a certain perfume for so long, I've kind of switched back to a few more like more fresh ones. I forgot how great this was, the Lil Fleur by Byredo. So good. And I have so many Byredo scents, and I think a lot of them are truly overly hyped. The Gypsy Water, it smells like poison. Like, I don't even know. Like, I used it a long time ago. I'm like, this smells like lemon on my skin. Like, why am I using this? It's fine. I don't know why we were so like hot on that for a second. I don't know. We changed our minds. The Mojave Ghost is good, but it smells just like Marc Jacobs Daisy. I'm looking at what I have. The Blanche is very good. It smells very like clean, like soapy. I have the large of that. That's how much I like it. And I've gone through 2 of those. The 11th Hour is very cedary. I always tell it smells like a hamster cage. Why do I keep these things? I don't know. And the Velvet Haze is really good. It kind of smells a little, I think, older, a little musky. It kind of has a hint of like it just smells like a really sharp, like a bath bomb. Like, do you remember the Lush, like creamy candy bath bomb or creamy candy, what is it, bubble bar? That's what it smells like, which isn't bad. But the Lil Fleur is just so good. Now, I like it because it's floral, but it's not like a choke you out, too descript floral, like you smell like a flower shop, or like a too sharp lily, which I'm not usually a fan of lily, which is surprising. It has like a freshness, almost like hint of like a creaminess or like a soapiness to it, which I know that sounds odd. Such a good scent. Clean, fresh, very like strong, and you'll smell it, but not so strong where it's gonna take you out. You know what I mean? It smells so good. So this is kind of becoming my new like everyday, which is kind of fun. So this is like my scent for the warm weather. This is kind of what I'm feeling lately, and I really, really like it. And that's the thing too, a lot of times scents like that, like lily or too floral, isn't, I think, interesting or like sexy. Like, it doesn't have that, like, that does. I don't know what it is. The Lil Fleur is so good. So that's it, y'all. I just really love this look. This is what I do most days, all year round. Like, a look like this would be great, but I just like a makeup look that looks like skin. And I never want to look like I'm wearing like, you know, cakey makeup. I just think this is so beautiful. And with makeup, I love to use it. I just love the way it makes me feel. I think it's such a positive, beautiful thing. And I feel like this way of doing it, these products that really kind of accentuate your skin, it's not like you're covering or changing. It's like things that are actually caring for your skin and accentuating what you got, which I really do love. It's like just making what you got so much like better. You know, it's just kind of truly like just enhancing what you've got. And I just really love these products. Like I said, was gonna do a favorites. I had some new things that I thought. I have to talk about this stick that I use every day, but I've talked about this so much, you guys. You guys have seen me talk about this so much. I'm not the type that's like changing what I'm doing all the time. I add in new things, and we're always gonna like improve and find better and better. But when I find something that works, y'all, I'm gonna stick to it, you know, or else what are we doing here? So we find good things. We have, I think, gotten it down. But if you haven't tried these Ilia eyeshadows are great. This is a nice brand. The products are clean. When I was going through several years ago having a lot of sensitivity to like eyeshadows, powdered eyeshadows, which is kind of why I went more toward creams, you know, kind of went more that way. I found that Ilia brand, and I got like a powder eyeshadow palette, that Classic Nudes or whatever it's called. And it's to this day one of my favorites. You know, I'm not really sensitive to that. But I don't know if it's because it's clean ingredients or what, but it's a great brand. I really do like their stuff. I've tried so many of their things. Grab this peptide lip balm. So good. I think better than the Rhode. And again, sometimes I don't just like, if I try something, I don't show everything that I try. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't get the hype, but it's fine. This eye camouflage, oh my gosh, So good. I believe it comes in a darker shade as well. I wear the shade light. Such a good product. Do not be scared by a more like emollient or like moisturizing or, you know, like eye product, because it just looks like your skin. I'd rather do that than like dry out my under eye area. I ain't doing that. And oh my gosh, I'll just link to everything. Everything that I showed was good. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will link to what I'm wearing, my earrings. These are, I can't stop wearing these. This is that $30 set. It actually comes with one more larger pair. These are smaller, so they're not heavy, but they are more like solid. And I don't think they're like silver plated. They're like nickel or something, I don't know, but they feel more solid and cute. The ones from Target that I've been wearing a lot more, I wouldn't say are comparable to these because they're larger. They're just a different look. Those are fully like $8 for like a set, but they're very hollow, which is good because they are so large that they won't weigh down your earlobes. But you can tell these are a little more expensive feeling. But they're 30 bucks for a set of 3, which I think is really great. I can't stop with these. I just can't stop wearing them. And I haven't really been wearing necklaces much lately. I don't know. I was going to put one on. I thought, oh, I'm filming today. I should put one on. I'm like, no, I wouldn't normally. So why? But I hope that you guys are doing well. I just can't shut up today. Again, follow our podcast if you haven't. I know this is very heavy on the makeup talk. If you guys like things, I mean, we've been doing it for 3 years now, that are more like, I mean, we covered like more, I don't want to say like scandalous topics, but things that I definitely couldn't say here, wouldn't say here. Like information from like certain shows and things like that I may get, or you know, and just our opinions on things. May not be the most popular opinion on like, okay, like Vanderpump Rules. I don't know. I can't. Okay, I can and I can't at the same time. We deep dive into it there, and you know, I don't know. My opinion isn't always what other people say. Brad and I watch all these shows. We cover so much true crime. We're doing, you know, we're covering like the Jinx as it goes and doing all kinds of different things. We talk about like relationship stuff. And I mean, you guys know if you're there, but I do see people sometimes like when I do a video like this or I talk about certain things, you're like, oh, I miss your Q&As. I miss things like that. And I do Q&As here a lot, but I'm like, if you like stuff like that, or you like me talking about more like on the fly topics, I think you would really enjoy that. And if you're not familiar with podcasts, I honestly prefer podcasts because I can listen to them just same as you'd watch a YouTube video. You can listen and get things done. You can listen to it when you're driving in the car. We do not film it because I essentially have a podcast here that I filmed for the past 8 years because everyone's just putting their podcasts on YouTube. So I just don't get it, you know, I don't know. But sometimes we might, you know, put a filmed one on our Patreon, not here. But that's why it is there, because it is something special. I've put out free content here for over 16 years, and I always will. That is just something a little more private, and you'll get it. When you're there, you get it. And when you're there, people don't really leave. They like it, you know? So try it out. I think that you guys will love it. We have so much fun with y'all. And you guys have the best weekend. And we'll talk soon. Bye, you guys.